How are you doing, gardeners? Ed and Delia with Fresh Picked Acres of Kansas. In today's video, we're going to talk about our drop-down curtain. What I love about drop-down curtains is this. Compared to roll-up curtains, when it's cold out, such as early spring, late fall, in order to cool your high tunnel down, you roll up the curtain. Cold air hits directly right onto the plants as it enters the building, whereas with the drop-down curtain, the curtain can be cracked 6 inches. The cold air comes in from above, gets a chance to mix with the warmer air before it touches our plants, which makes it more advantageous and more gentler to the plants. The high tunnel package we picked up was from a company called Rolling Acres in Drakesville, Iowa. I will have their phone number listed in the comments section of this video. Now, we had a lot of rain and hail that hit us just the night before we did all this filming, but we needed to get this high tunnel done, so you're going to see some flooding in the greenhouse, but believe me, it did quite the damage to the crops as well, to our onions and to our corn, and we had standing water on level ground. That's how much rain we occurred. And like always, if you enjoyed this video, go ahead and hit that like button and that subscribe, and come grow with us. Okay, guys, this is our last curtain of the building. This is everything. Oh, Delia and I.
I'm clapping.
Yeah, she's clapping. We're excited about it. I'm going to show you the building. I wish Delia and I had our boys and our daughter and family members to come by and help us, because I didn't get a chance to show you much in this building. But I have tips for you in the future, and when we get some tomatoes in here, we're just under the gun to get this building done. But I'm going to show you here real quick. We like the drop down curtain. Not get into a lot of it now, but I'll at least say this. When the weather's cold outside, but just getting hot in the greenhouse, I prefer to go ahead and allow the curtain to drop where the colder air comes in to the greenhouse from above, gets a chance to warm up a little bit before it hits the plants. So what we need to do our to do this job is we had a swagged in and we have a solid in. So basically, Delia is my runner, and she's going to be helping to guide our pipe through the sleeve here. And I have my block of wood, and I also have and Delia's going to get on the other end and help me push this in. Hopefully it goes right in, but sometimes yeah, there you go. So what I need to do is bang a couple of spots in here. Delia's going to help hold the pipe to make it solid, and hopefully I don't hit her with the hammer. But we're not screwing these in. All we had to do here is knock it in. So make some impressions, because it really doesn't do anything other than support the hose. Now that's solid. So Delia's going to help guide the pipe down as I push it through.
Okay.
There we go. I'm going to back this up a little bit because it's actually going straight now, so I got to do that. So we'll put another pipe on. There we go. Got it. Delia is going to brace it, and we'll continue on this project. Solid? Yep. Off she goes again. There, another one. Okay, we just finished this up. We got to push it in. How far are you?
About 3-4 inches.
Yeah, I got to figure out how to push it in. I know what I can do. I can use another one just to kind of dummy it.
There you go.
And just get it now I'm at the very end here, so you only need to go about a ½ inch or 1.5.
Yep.
So we're leaving about 1.5 inches of. We want our pipe to be 1.5 inches short on each side. All right, you ready?
Yep.
There.
That's it.
So you're about 1.5 inches off?
Yep.
I'm 1.5 inches off here. So there we go. We have our curtain rod in, our conduit, and it's time to go ahead and hook this thing up here with their to our roller. This is our curtain machine here, so let's get on that one. So we're using a 1.1 inch conduit for our roll-up curtain. It's the best design that I've seen for this. So anyway, we got to connect the pipe together with 2 screws at each joint. You can put 3, but 2's been working well for us. So I need to change my end, and we'll turn right around. We'll start connecting each of those 12-foot pipes. So this way we can hook our curtain up and raise it up. So we'll get right back to you. So we have our conduit now where it's all tied together with number 12 tech screws, and we're putting the curtain strings about every 4 foot and apart approximately, and it's simply using a flat washer in with another tech screw is what we're actually using to screw into the pipe which holds our curtain. Now any adjustments we need to make in the curtain, such as when we go to raise this up, some of it's not going to be perfect. I am, but Delia's got, well, anyway, so she's got her issues. Now, seriously, though, the adjustment's going to be made from the knot that we're going to tie into the curtain rod. So we have our curtain rod going through the plastic. I'm going to show you that. We're going to drill a hole. Delia pokes a hole in it. I do use a lighter and burn the ends, so that way it's a poly cord, so this way it'll stop the fraying for the future. So we're going to go on down and continue adding curtain strings approximately every 4 foot apart, and we have 6 foot centers on our hoops out here, our arches. So stay with us. We're going to get this job done here. We're just about there. So Delia has got the string ready for us, and it just comes down to about every 4 foot for us. That's our goal, to have it. And to make a hole in this heavy duty curtain is I go ahead and drill a hole, and Delia would poke it in. Now our adjustments, she's going to leave this a little bit long because our adjustment, if we have to raise or lower this, it'll happen at this stage of the game. And I'll show you what I do on the inside to have it connected to our winch pole. So I brought you back inside to see how this drop down curtain is attached, because I think I haven't seen it in any other videos of this nature. So I'm going to show you this, and again we're talking about 1.1 inch conduit pipe up here, which is going to attach to our winch outside. So what I want to do is make sure it's relatively straight. I'm going to get I'm going to have a little bit of slack, know about where I'm going to cut it. I think that's our spot right there. Delia's going to cut it. Then I'm just going to take a lighter real quick and singe those ends on the poly. Nice. All right, so we have that done. Delia will take away the extra one. Now, so we want to go ahead and put our button on our tech screw and I'm going to put it around. I already pre-drilled this hole, but we're going to set that so now I have a Tech screw holding my string, and when we're going to keep going here, but I wanted to show you kind of how this is actually hooked into our pipe. So nothing big, a Tech screw with a padded button on it. You know, it just, you've seen those perhaps before. Used a lot in grain bins and steel roofs and things like that to prevent water from coming in. So we're gonna continue doing this about every 4 feet and get this project done. Then the next thing we're ready to do is raise it up, hook the winch up and raise it up. So we're using a Flow NS105. It is made by the Beijing Fenlong greenhouse, but it's a great winch and really does the job. Right now I have my hole drilled for the coupling right here, so I'm going to go ahead and hook this up, and we're going to be ready to roll up this curtain for the very first time. So, to prevent this from rolling back, it calls for it comes with a bar to slide in, but the nature of my design that I did, my winch is up awful high, so we're just going to use a conduit, and we'll poke it into the ground, and this will prevent, there we go, I think that's, oh, let me go the other way, yep, there we are. There we go. There we go. There we go. So let me look at how square this is to verify this is where I want it, but I think it looks pretty good.
Kind of going in. Kind of like that.
Is it? It's slided in. Yep. So let me pull it out just a hair. And besides, we got concrete right there. Close. The string is always, is that good?
That's good.
All right. So we're going to get that in, and I'm going to check it again out front, because when you put it in, you got it. I think we got it. I think we're ready to go. So let's get, I'll pound this in and we'll be ready to do it. All right, well, we almost got this job completely done, and we realized we hadn't put the wiggle wire up and any plastic on this corner. And so we went ahead and stopped, and we got this corner here put in, so we're good there now. So now we've already kind of squared up our brace pole, and all this pole does is prevent this winch from unrolling itself or rolling up, whichever the case may be. So I'm just going to go ahead. We've already have it in place. I'm just going to put some pressure on it, and what I'm going to do is come back, and I'll just use a Sawzall, cut it off a little high where I can actually pound it in. But for today, with enough mud is what we got, I was able to get into the ground a good foot, so we're not going to go away overnight. So it's time to roll it up, Delia. What do you think?
Go.
Let's go. I'll let you have the honors, and I'm going to go inside, and I'll take these folks along with us here.
Okay.
Let you go ahead and start the official roll of the last plastic. And they're looking good. I can't believe it. A lot better. Now this one, there. Just to square it. Same way with this one. down here, for some reason, they're just not as straight up and down as what you hoped. They're not bad, but roll her up. Hold on 1 second there. This guy, I'm just going to go ahead and tighten him up because he ain't doing a thing. Get some tension on him. Of course, I take tension on one and I take it off the other. Okay, keep her going. Nice. Let me look at how is it. Keep on going. That looks good. Yeah. Hold it. Okay, you're up on one end. It might be there that I can just, I don't know what's better. I guess, so we have everything rolled up, but now we have to even everything up. So I think, go ahead right there, Delia, and start tightening up those that you got in front of you. I'll start down here. And all that is loosening these up and tightening them up a little bit. Just hold this up. No, wait a minute. I got the other one to get to. Got it? Here we go. All right, and we'll do this one too. We're just going to jump ahead there on that one. Yeah, let's go on now. Let's go on to the next one here. You can get down right. The other one's right. Okay. That's here? Yeah, because they're all hanging on right now. That's where all these set up right. You know, I mean, lined up properly. The rest one's up there. Yeah, that's a little bit more. Yeah, I think we're pretty darn close there. We're getting stuck in our greenhouse. All right, why don't you lower it down about halfway, and we'll let the strings kind of redo themselves. I think we about got it. It's getting hot in here.
Want that open?
Yeah, you can leave that open. Just let her down a little bit. It looks even. All right, take her up. Take her tight. Bring her up. That's good. I don't think we can do any better than this. We have an even. We're a little bit there, but we're going to have a little highs and lows here. And this board comes up a little high, so it's time to screw it in. Very good. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and use this H channel to hook it to the high tunnel. We're going to come down the board maybe about 2 inches. And yeah. It's still a mess. I'm giving a little bit of freedom there on the end of my deal. I guess about right there, right? And this goes pretty fast.
Much wetter on this side than the other side.
Is it wetter?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Right. Right there. This ain't got a cutter's edge on it. That's all right. Cricket. It's good, right? Up to there.
Yeah.
Gives us our little bit of slack there to mess with.
Last one.
Yep.
I'm going to trim these down.
Yep. Well, that does the curtain. It's solid. We'll put up some billow ropes. And Delia here, we also got to put up our curtain pockets. We'll get that job done. We're going to trim off this. We're going to leave a couple of squares here worth of material just to have as a little freedom there in case something gets wonky one day, bad storm or something like that. But we have our curtain up. Didn't take us too long. Here's the $1 million cut.
$1,000 cut.
$1,000 cut.
That's what this plastic is.
And that's going to sit inside the curtain pocket. Yeah, just angle it down now.
Down to here.
Yep, I think so. Now she has something to judge it on. Once a quilter, always a quilter. Done?
Done.
Done. We got one all trimmed up. Now it's ready for the curtain pockets for us.